Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Aldrick Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
That's it. 20. 50 seconds to life. Come on. Check four. Check four. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 8. Slam. Slam. Undercut. Express. Undercut. Alert 3. Alert 3. Let's go. Begin.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, McCaffrey.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
8.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Got his target, Samuel. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 67 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive. And there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Blue draw Corkers. Check.
Barkley, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Watch 54. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. Wright's got it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First down, Carolina.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 52. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Great. Here we go.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike 58 right there. I got it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Gun.
Newton on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
It's just me and you. Great.
Here we go on 4th. Newton able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Right there. All day, baby.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
He's checking crack.
Again, McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
57's the mic.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now the try here for the extra point.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Jones on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, CD, we are a quarter way through the season already. I'm curious, if you look at each conference, which division race is most intriguing to you right now?
Well, can we start in the NFC?
You do whatever you want.
Because if so, let's go to the North. Because we thought it would be a tough division coming into the season because I felt like you could make a case for everyone but Detroit when the season began. Now we're looking at Minnesota. They seem a little uncertain at 2-2. Chicago just lost their quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, for an indefinite amount of time, but that defense is playing awfully well. And Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers. So I think that division now is brutal, and then you've got to throw in Detroit. It's not the same old Lions. Matthew Stafford, he plays with heart, played hurt, and I think that they are improving as time goes on.
How about the AFC?
Well, I think the AFC South. Everyone's 2-2. We thought it would be a tough division. We thought it would be intriguing. And Gardner Minshew's mustache really adds a little extra intrigue to the whole thing. And we saw Marcus Mariota get off the deck and play well last week, too.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Back by 4. I'm scared. Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
We ain't giving up nothing. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. Double dog. That's the way.
Go.
Motion backfield. Mike's 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. Heavy? Give me something.
Get it.
Jones now, operating from the gun. Well, this is Shepard on the catch. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You're trapped, you're trapped. Kill, kill, kill.
20. Express. Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Operating from the gun. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. This is Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, Slayton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Big grip.
Throwing on first down. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Now Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's coming. You got double up. 20. Express.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
8.
From the gun, Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down, Carolina.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
8.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
What is it? 20. Express.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. Shit. Check it back.
8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
8. Kill.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Operating from the gun. Newton looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Yes.
Mike 5-4.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey! Go out! Hey, Jet!
Jones throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
22 jet bomber. Yep.
Stay in open. Check.
Look, squeeze. Ready?
To throw again. Jones flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Yo, go.
Go now. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Get it.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Shepard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Hey. Watch the shift.
Quick stone, travel.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Go. Move. Hey, Sam off.
Fresno.
Let's go.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He completes it to Tate. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
20.
Switch.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Come on, dude. Watch out. Hey.
Gun. Express. What is it?
They'll run with McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
58, come on. Check pass.
Now Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
First down.
Set.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. That's caught by Penny. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Roar. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Wild Bill.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Mike. Look at me, zipper.
Let's get off the field, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Hey, zoom.
Watch the back.
He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
54's Mike.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is